The time is 11 o'clock on this late Sunday night, December 2nd, 2018. It is time now for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Sunday night, December 2nd, 2018. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. It's 11 o'clock, and we have a temperature of 55 degrees in Norton, Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news is Norton, where a reward has been offered for information leading to the arrest of the person responsible for intentionally setting two bathrooms on fire at Wheaton College on Sunday morning. State Fire Marshal Peter J. Ostrowski, Norton Fire Chief Paul Scheiker, Wheaton College President Dennis M. Heno, and Wheaton College Director of Public Safety Chris Santiago issued a joint statement asking the school community help in solving the case. The fire was discovered around 6 a.m. on Sunday in the McDonough Residence Hall. About 100 students were safely evacuated from the building, and authorities determined the fire was set in the second floor and third floor bathrooms. Scheiker said that heated smoke contains not huge heat, but fire starts falling as the building is getting out of heat. Spread the students and back so quickly and responded appropriately. There was a fire alarm. Hano's second patrols have been increased as a result of an incident, and that's called students to be on the lookout for suspicious activity. Anyone need information about the fires that's actually come forward to cover? For any 24 hours a day, call the Austin hotline 1-800-682-9229 or Wheaton College Campus Police at 508-286-8213. The Austin hotline is part of the Austin Watch Reward Program that the department set $5,000 for information that helps us solve the case. It's funded by the property and casualties and insurance funded companies in Massachusetts. The fire is being jointly investigated by the North Fire Department and the state police assigned to the office of the state fire marshal. In other news, stocks jump after the U.S. and China reach trade trips. Honorable, gracious, and decent, and deaf British becomes a yardstick for President Trump. Intercepts assaulted by CIA. Assassinate the Saudi prince ordered Khashoggi killing. Israel pleased to recommend that Nate Nine be charged with bribery telecom case. Family tested everything later. We have a late arrest in the Colts Neck murder case. Fellowship of the Ring is newly engaged couple thank New York Police Department. More than 1,000 aftershocks marked region after a big quake in Alaska, where bullets are tornadoes leave central Illinois with damage and injuries. Trump wants Kim to know what he likes and will fulfill his wishes, South Korean leader said. G20 sealed the landmark deal on WTO reform by decking taboo words. Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador, Mexico's new president, signed deal to stop migrants. Almost 200 countries are gathered to discuss climate change in Poland. Oil prices soar more than 4.5% after U.S.-China suspend trade hostilities. Alberta cutting back oil production. Amazon is proposing testing cashless technology in larger stores. French President Emmanuel Macron planned an emergency security meeting Sunday, one day after the third weekend at a time's violent protests in Paris. Former FBI Director James Comey said Sunday he will testify before Congress this week after dropping a challenge to the House subpoena. Missing time, Cowboys campfire down to 25. Trump remembers synagogue shooting victims in Pittsburgh on the first day of Hanukkah. Robert Bain arrested after high-speed chase. Mansfield. No one is injured Saturday after a car struck Anderson in the part of the West Village Apartments on West Street. Snap telephone pole closes Mansfield Street. Berkeley, some victims are still hospitalized Sunday night after a bus returned 23 children and adults to Tiverton, Rhode Island from a first student community trip to Lost Shrine in Attleboro, Massachusetts. Now, one was injured home in Braintree, but a driver passenger in the car were taken to the hospital by ambulance. Senate catches Utah in the Marshfield. Boston next on Quincy's redevelopment radar. Memorial goes outside Milton, birthplace of George H.W. Bush. Women founders sleep at Christmas in the square. SpaceX fairing catcher. Mr. Steven attempts the first Falcon fairing catch in months. NASA inside lander on Mars just set a solar power record. NASA's also expects spacecraft to arrive at asteroid Bennu after a long journey. A lunar base is better than the lunar gateway. American Girl doll model from Michigan reveals rare cancer diagnosis. And school requires all students be vaccinated after recent outbreaks. In Warner, New Hampshire, 3 hours ago, one alarm at 1429, New Hampshire, Route 25, command requested police to be on scene before with a water supply being established house fully involved in one person accounted for. Peter, chill news time, 11:05 on this late Sunday night. And it's time now for a sports report. New England Patriots improved 9-3 in the season with 24-10 victory over the Minnesota Vikings in Foxborough. In NFL scores, LA Chargers leading the Pittsburgh Steelers 30-23 with 6-19 left in the fourth quarter. Baltimore Ravens over the Atlanta Falcons 26-16. Denver Broncos over the Cincinnati Bengals 24-10. LA Rams over the Detroit Lions 30-16. Arizona Cardinals shocked the Green Bay Packers 20-17. Houston Texans over the Cleveland Browns 29-13. Jefferson Jaguars over the Indianapolis Colts 6-0. Miami Dolphins over the Buffalo Bills 21-17. New York Giants shocked the Chicago Bears 30-27 in overtime. Tampa Bay Buccaneers over the Carolina Panthers 24-17. Kansas City Chiefs over the Oakland Raiders 40-33. Tennessee Titans over the New York Jets 26-22. And then the Seattle Seahawks thrashed the San Francisco 49ers 43-16. Ex-Steel James Harrison doesn't think he didn't mean forgiven by fans. Green Bay Packers drop back coach Mike McCarthy after a third straight loss. Joe Philbin being the interim coach for the Packers for the rest of the season. Number 2, Clemson ready to take on number 3, Notre Dame in CFP semifinals, and Kansas City Chiefs bringing CJ Anderson with a fiscal likely contract. Peter Charles news time is 11:06 on this late Sunday night, and it's time now for a Peter Channel traffic and transit check. Baby, it's looking good on the MBTA, on the commuter rail, and the ferries they are looking good, and the subway it's looking good. All right, highways and byways in New England, in Rhode Island and Connecticut, 95 northbound side, Louisville, Bridgeport, Connecticut, Route 4, northbound side, Louisville, before Route 95 in Warwick, Rhode Island, and Mass Pike eastbound side, so Natick stretch, Route 2 eastbound side, Louisville, before Route 190 out in Pittsburgh, but it's looking good in Connecticut, Massachusetts, and Rhode Island, and in Northern New England, and New England, southbound side, Louisville, and the U.S.-Canadian border in Vermont, and Route 15 on the northbound side, so in Quebec, headed towards Montreal, and Interstate 88 eastbound side, Louisville, and next leading you around the New York State Thruway. Peter Chill news time is 11:07 on this late Sunday night, and it's time now for a weather report. Looking at the radar shows. Some rain showers on the line from southeastern Massachusetts and western Cape Downs and eastern and western portions of Martha's Vineyard, and then stretching off the long line down to New York State. Zeroing in on some heavy bands of rain showers in the line around Wareham and Plymouth and Kingston and south of Halifax and then around Sandwich. And there was once of a thunderstorm down around the south coast of Rhode Island, but it's headed towards the northeast. So Provincetown to Chatham, you're next to these lines of showers of some that's considered some rain down the south shore in Massachusetts and western Cape Downs and south coast of Massachusetts and western and eastern portions of Martha's Vineyard. All right, look at the temperature spread around the region. It is a mild night. It is in the 50s in southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island and southeastern Connecticut, while it's in the 40s by much of Boston vicinity and Connecticut and central Massachusetts and western Mass, except in the upper 30s and 39 in Norfolk, 39 in North Adams, and 37 in Pittsfield, Massachusetts. Wow. It's in the 30s by much of northern New England with a 41-degree reading in Burlington, Vermont. Okay. As the fog is expected to become clear tonight, some of the fog may become locally dense. We're going to need for the dense fog advisory of person in the region. Okay, let's take a look at our forecast. It goes like this. Overnight, cloud and rain likely with patchy drizzle and intense rain, patchy drizzle areas of fog, basically 1/4 mile less time. Down at school with the lows in the upper 40s. Southwest about 5 miles and chest space to 70%. Part of San Scott Monday areas of fog. In the morning, visible 1/4 mile less than time in the morning. It has the mid-50s, the temperature fall in the upper 40s in the afternoon. Was about 10 to 50 miles outside, 30 miles an hour. For Monday night, Podcast but cool low on 30s. West about 5 to 10 miles gets up to 20 miles an hour for Tuesday. Sun is got about high in the upper 30s and low in the 20s. And winds northwest about 5 to 5 miles gets up to 25 miles an hour for Wednesday. Same podcast about 38, lows 15 to 20 degrees for Thursday. Sun mostly got about 30s and lows in the upper 20s. And for Friday, most sunny and mostly coast got about 35 and lows in 15 and 20 degrees and highs in the 30s on Friday night for Saturday night. And Sunday, most nights got highs in the upper 30s. And right now, not in it's raining at 56. And that's going to be it for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Sunday night. December 2nd, 2018. Viewers, hope you have a good night with a good positive to the Dossier. Tomorrow morning, more important. Hope you have a good night.